I remember standing in this well earlier this year when I was talking about, I think it was earlier this year for restructuring. Wasn't it, Senator from Pickens? Was it restructuring earlier this year? All the months are blending together now. Was it in February maybe we passed restructuring? January. And I stood up here and I was wrestling with whether or not, oh no, it was before, it was early in January. And I was wrestling with whether or not to vote for the bill, because I had worked on it extremely hard. I had worked on it with a senator from Kershaw. I had worked on it with a senator from Charleston. A lot of the heavy lifting was done by a senator from Edgefield in particular. But it didn't fully separate powers. It didn't fully take away the things that the Budget and Control Board under a different name would continue to do and assign them to their respective branches. It didn't do that. And I was concerned that there was going to be a victory lap taken. And I remember standing here saying, are we going to consider this project over? Is this done? Are we checking the box? Are we now happy with the structure of government in South Carolina? And I remember people in this body in good faith telling me, no, 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 we're going to come back, and there's a way for us to get the rest of it at some later date. Take what we have now. Well, I voted for it. A couple days later, again going to the 2014 State of the State, Governor Haley said this: the Budget Control Board, what I call the big, green, ugly monster, is dead. You know what else was dead right then? Any chance that we get true separation of powers in this state. Any chance that we get a true functioning executive branch making procurement decisions, a true functioning judicial system that is free from the influence, I think, of the General Assembly. We lost it. We lost it because victory was declared. I fear, I know, the very same thing will happen with this. There'll be a victory tour. There'll be a comprehensive ethics act. We cleaned up your act, people of South Carolina. They're going to behave themselves now. They may have misbehaved in the past, but there's sunlight on them. Your faith can be restored. You can send them up there to Columbia and not worry about what they're doing because they're taking care of the people's business, and you have the right to know. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't let that happen. We have to let the momentum and pressure and demand for reform continue to build, and then come back in here and take the good work that the senator from York and the Senator Pickens did and the senator from Charleston and the senator from Horry has done. Take that good work. Take it as a base from which to then go ahead and add the independent oversight that the senator from Charleston, Senator Campson, drafted, and let's pass that bill. There is a lot better chance of passing that bill with the pressure behind it than there's going to be that if we check the box here today. That's what I want. Baby steps, incremental steps may be acceptable in some things. I understand. School choice, structuring, medical use of marijuana, various other things, I understand. It should be uncompromising when it comes to ethics. The people of South Carolina deserve nothing less than what was promised to them by the leaders of this state: independent oversight, income source disclosure. Only one of those things has been provided.